Yo, what's popping? It's me. I'm playing Elder Scrolls Online. I'm trying out this new little set here. It's not looking good. Okay. All right, got it. Okay. Sorry. I was fucking around trying to check out that Pillar of Nirn set cuz I got a little thing on my two-handed skill tree that makes axes increase critical strike. But I don't think that's the way to go right now. I don't know, I'll check it out in a bit. Let's play the video game. Plus, like, you don't really see too many, like, two-handed fucking Arcanists, and I feel like there's a reason for that. I don't know, I just think it's cool. I think having a big weapon and casting cool-ass spells is just cool. Strictly speaking. And it has a ton of crit. I do a ton of crit damage. So fuck it, why not? This is a cool dungeon. Oh. This dungeon sucks. I don't like it. You put me in my place. Oh damn, we're still fighting things. Oh shit. Man, fuck your flip. Man, what the flip? I was trying to smoke a zip. I got a lot to talk about. A lot happened recently. I met a guy. I think I met death. So that happened. That was very interesting. I don't know, maybe some stories are better left in the personal inner circles. I feel like that's one of them. But it was still cool. I don't know. It was very eye-opening. It was this, I'll tell it, why not? Thinking about it, may as well. I met this guy. It was at exactly midnight on July 8th. And I remember that because 7 plus 8 is 15. And that's the number of the devil in, what do you call it? In tarot. So I remember it. Well, I remember all the tarot numbers, but it stuck out to me. Anyways, I was on a walk and a skunk came by at exactly midnight. I know it's exactly midnight because I took a video of it, of the skunk. Took a video of them wandering across the street and waddling along the sidewalk. And I was like, well, if they're waddling along the sidewalk, then I can't be here because I don't want to get sprayed by the skunk. They were walking really close to me and shit, so I crossed the road. And when I was crossing to the other side, and on the other side of the road, I was walking along Broadway. There's a cemetery. And it was midnight, so it's closed. There are big fucking cast iron gates that were shut and locked. But somehow, some way, there was a guy, a black man, dressed all in black, and he was walking out of the cemetery with a plastic bag. And I didn't think anything of it at the time, because it's like, it's New York, dude. People walk all over the place. Like, this isn't groundbreaking. But then we got to a bus stop, 9-6, which 9 and 6 is 15. 9 plus 6 is 15. So we got to bus stop 96. He stopped, and he stopped very awkwardly. He stopped like in the shape of an A in the middle of the sidewalk with his head straight down, looking at the ground, his back to me. And as I was walking towards him, he turned around and he looked me up and down, and he saw all these cuts on my arm, and he was like, okay, I don't want to be racist, but this is literally what he sounded like. He was like, "Hey, brother, you the one I be looking for." And I was like, "Huh? You looking for what's going on, man?" So we started talking, and he was telling me to look at, quote unquote, the thing in his hand. It was a cell phone. And he was asking me about leaving and taking a bus to leave, which was very bizarre. But I thought, okay, he's probably, I know he's a foreigner, but he's probably like a tourist or something, or maybe he's just visiting here, or maybe he moved here and he has a new job and he cut through the cemetery because there's like a UPS place nearby. Maybe he works there. Who knows? He's dressed all in black, and it's not like a black suit or anything like that. He's not like an undertaker, I don't think. But yeah, anyways, he came out of the cemetery. He was at the bus stop. He was like, "Okay, how do I leave?" And we talked very briefly before when I was like, "The bus stops here." And he's like, "Bus stops here at this place?" It's like, "Yeah, it's a bus stop. They stop here." And he was completely oblivious to it, and it was very interesting. But I helped him out, and I said, "Let's wave down the bus," when a bus started to come. And he was like, "You're a funny one, I like you." And then we started he was like, "I'm gonna do it too." So then we started waving down the bus together. It didn't stop, shocker. I just thought, you know, we may as well give it a try. But it stopped at the next bus stop, which was about a block away. And I showed him, and he didn't understand. I was like, "See how there's like a green light, but the bus stopped? That means that there's a bus stop up there." So he walked up there. He was walking extremely, extremely fast. He got there like a whole 4 minutes before I did, and this is just one block. And when I got up there, I swear, like, everything got dead silent. This is when everything changed. He looked me up and down again when I caught up to him at the bus stop. And he said, "Hey, brother, do you want to be getting onto the bus with me?" And I was like, "Huh? Nah, man, I'm just taking a walk right now." And he stopped me. He was like, "You want to be you want to get onto the bus? Why you say you want to get onto the bus when you don't want to get onto the bus? You don't want to leave?" I was like, no. I made eye contact with him. I don't make eye contact with anybody. And he went like, and looked the other way. And I went, "Well, I'll hold a good thought for you, man." And he just started laughing. And I was like, "I hope your bus comes soon." And I don't think he heard the last part, because I just, like, as he's laughing, I just started talking really quietly, like essentially to myself. I could barely hear myself. And as I'm walking away, I start to hear an engine. I turn around. A bus is coming, but he's not at the bus stop. When the bus passes me, it slows down, because I was walking under a bridge. Sometimes bus drivers will think I'm homeless or something. That's what I thought. This guy thought. Anyways, the bus driver slowed down a little bit. I just shook my head. Because I still was relatively close to the bus stop, so he was just being nice, I'm assuming, slowing down. But I looked inside the bus, and no one was in there. There were no passengers. And it was late, but I mean, it's Broadway. There's always passengers, right? So at least 2. It was very strange. And as I'm walking, I realize I can't remember what this guy looked like. And mind you, I remember everything. I remember every detail of every little tiny thing that happens in my life and other people's lives in fucking everything, dude. But I couldn't remember his face. I can't remember his face now. And I called my mom because I still am a bit on the fence of being like, this has to just be a normal encounter. I have encounters like this every other night. Why does this one feel so strange? To be fair, you know, I don't have encounters quite like this every other night, but I do have, you know, strange encounters every night. So I was like, why does this one feel so weird, right? It's because he was asking me if I wanted to leave. He was asking me if I wanted to get onto the bus, and no. I'll admit it, a week before I had went to a bridge to jump, and last second choice I chose not to, but I was genuinely going to, and I didn't. And instead I went home and I cut myself really bad, which is not good. That's not good. And that's what he looked at. He saw that and he was like, hey brother, you're the one I'd be looking for. When he saw the cuts on my arm. And then he was asking me if I want to leave, if I want to get on the bus with him. And he was like, you say you want the bus, but you don't want it? You don't want to get on now that you have a chance to live? Like, he was saying, okay, now I'm just paraphrasing, but he was saying, like, why don't you want to get onto the bus now? It's almost like I, like, kept calling him, like, come pick me up, come pick me up, come pick me up, come pick me up. And finally he showed up, like, okay, here I am. And I was like, no, I don't want to go with you. And he got really disappointed. It's like the fucking, vacuum repair guy from Breaking Bad. You call him and you get one chance. That's what it felt like. And that was my one chance, and I walked away. Because I don't want to go. I don't want to die. I want to live. I want to fucking live, man. And whatever if this was just a series of coincidences, if this was a bunch of language barriers and a random guy just trying to get a bus on Broadway and he doesn't really speak English and he's maybe a tiny bit strange, who knows, he still had that effect on me. He still opened my eyes, and the number 15 kept lining up, which was very bizarre. All in all, just a very interesting experience. I called my mom. She's away. Wow, nice. She's away. And, she's away. She's on a vacation. She's away. And my fiance just left. So I'm very alone right now. Home alone for a good while now, which is rare. And it's like he picked that time to grab me, right? Very bizarre. But yeah, there's my there's my story of meeting death. I called my mom. She was like, "Oh yeah, this is giving me chills." She's pagan. She's a Thelemite. So whenever something mildly supernatural happens, or a supernatural feeling, I'll call her and talk to her about it. And she told me, like, this is a very common thing in old blues folklore and stuff like that, like New Orleans. That this is it's like the devil on the crossroads. My jaw fucking dropped when I heard that. She was telling me a little bit about it. When she gets chills when I tell her something, I know that it's like, it's serious. it was a very interesting experience, and I want to live, and I am glad to say that. I am genuinely glad to say that. Let's see, I got some cool armor. Yeah, that increases the Munda Stone effect. I mean, not by that much, but it also increases everything else. So I'm going to put that on. This also increases that. So I'm going to put that on. I had this idea where I'm going to put this on, right? Stay with me for a sec. Oh wow, it really doesn't... It really doesn't do that much, huh? Okay. Where's the sword? Here it is. Wow, okay, so... Increases by 7.2, so it's just way fucking better. Alright. And that belt is crazy good. Alright, cool. Let me sell all this shit right here. And then check my mail. Is that good? Increases healing? I don't know about that, man. Ooh, increases Munda Stone effects. But the thing is, oh, you know what? This one's also heavy. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, I mean, it's heavy, but I'd be damned if it's not good, dude. That increases everything but my fucking... Dude, I just really need to get, like, a set. I'm lacking so fucking hard. I need to grind dungeons. I need to get the Pillar of Nirn set. I need to stop fucking around. Oh wait, no, I want that back. And let's check this. Oh, cool. I mean, looks like that staff is actually better. Yeah, fuck it. Let's put the staff on. For that. Let's open this. Alright. Yeah. So there was my little story. Almost champion level 350. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Need to get fucking set bonuses. I need to get that. I need to get the Pillar of Nirn set. Need to get some good fucking crit gear. But I'm just fucking having fun, dude. Fucking subscribe, you know what I'm saying? 5. Fucking hello Pinocchio.